heard you had something fun. I heard you had something fun. It's like a wannabe First Amendment auditor. He's taking a ride.
This video all starts with a guy named James waiting for his ride in a multi-level public parking garage when he sees a couple police officers engaging with someone. And James likes to watch police accountability videos, and he even does a little journalism himself, so he decided to start recording the police interaction with his camera phone. And even though I may not 100% agree with every single word he says, I support his right to say them, and I support his right to record police in the course of their duties without being retaliated against for it later. And I want to make it clear that this story is not about the guy who James is recording. It's about James and what happens to him after. Here we go.
How you doing? Come on, please. Come on, please. Yes, sir. Sorry, bud. Not trying to get in your way, man. Yep. No worries. Yep. I'm just coming around here with you, bud.
That's fine.
Yep.
Is it your car? Yes, no? Look at me, brother. You okay, man? You just high? You glasses on? It's not illegal to be high, man. Like, I'm just checking up on you. You're spacing out, bro. Alright, man. What's your first name, man? John? This is Daisha. Your real name. Is that your first name? You sure? Okay, your first name on your ID? Okay. Alright, man. What's your last name? What's your ID? Can you spell it first?
Doing a warrant check, and the guy ain't even committed a crime. They're investigating this dude because he was asleep, apparently. I don't really know the whole story, but they said he hadn't committed a crime. This guy's running his name illegally. He can't be doing that.
Does he have keys to the car, brother?
You don't have to provide your ID unless you committed a crime, sir. You do not have to give that officer your ID unless you committed a crime, dude. You can tell him no. It's all right. He can't do nothing about it if you tell him no either. You ain't got to show him your eyes either, bro. You ain't got to let him take your picture. In fact, you ain't got to play their game at all, dude. Whether they are not your friend, you do not have to answer their questions. I think he might have given him consent to search him just now, but if he didn't, that's another Fourth Amendment violation. But I think he did, though. I think he said he was all right with it, so he kind of himself there. They know they want that ID. They want the search. Like, that's their main goal in every situation. It's so pathetic. They think they get paid to harass people and get IDs. Like, they think that is their main job. So I guess they escorted the guy out and then turned around and left. I don't know. Where is the guy? Where'd the guy go? Here he is down there, I guess. Hey, officer, can I just get your name and badge number, please, sir?
Sir, do you have a vehicle in this parking garage?
Can I just get your name and badge number, sir?
Do you have a vehicle in this parking garage?
I'm a journalist doing an investigation. Do you have a name and badge number, sir?
If you don't have to, I'll talk to you outside of here.
Excuse me, sir, do you have a name and badge number?
I do.
What is it?
Owl 25646.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear it.
Owl 25646.
All right, what about that guy? He's refusing to ID.
He doesn't have to. I'm just
Yes, he does. He's a government official. He has to ID.
man. So listen, I was actually gonna have a kind conversation with you.
I mean, that's cool, but this guy's
So I don't really want to anymore.
I mean, I get it, but that doesn't change the fact that he has to ID. This officer's refusing to identify himself. He is a government official, and he is refusing to identify himself. That is, he just went up to the second floor. Now he's driving back down. Did he exit that way or so? Yeah, he exited that way. Never mind. I thought he was coming over here for me. There he is over there. Let's see if I can zoom in and show you. Yep, there he is over there. Still with his lights on, by the way. No emergency.
And so now that James thinks the cops are gone, Officer Bacote now turns his body cam back on because he plans to go back to do a sneak attack on James, who is still waiting for his ride in the parking garage.
Should begin on the 21080s at 11 on Taylor Street. Excuse me, gentlemen. Signs are clearly posted saying y'all supposed to be loitering in the parking garages.
We're not loitering.
Yeah, you are. Can I get CIDs?
I'm sorry, I don't identify.
Huh?
Sorry, I'm not going to identify.
Oh, that's fine. Got CID, sir? Huh? Okay. I'm gonna double check, sir, but I think you're also not supposed to be smoking in here.
All right, well, I can put the cigarette down. I don't know if we got a rule about that, but
But I'll check on it.
yep. Yeah, I don't mind putting the cigarette down if I'm not allowed to.
Won't y'all step down?
Steven David.
Who's David?
Oh, on the left.
Oh, I did get out with David before.
Is smoking not allowed in here? I don't mind putting it out if it's not allowed.
Any parking garage in the city, you're not allowed to sit here and do nothing loiter, okay? It's considered prohibited acts.
That's not what we're doing.
Huh?
That's not what we're doing.
What do you mean?
We're not loitering.
What were you doing then?
Waiting for my ride.
In the parking garage?
Yes.
Okay. What is your definition of loitering?
I mean, I'm not sure, but
I told you about this earlier.
what'd you tell me about earlier?
Earlier. Do you have any business in this parking garage?
Yes, I'm waiting on my ride.
Right. But that's not what the parking garage is here for, and it's clearly posted.
Okay, well they're parked here, so
Who?
my ride.
Your ride is parked here?
Yes.
Where's your ride?
I don't have to answer your question.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
You're being detained.
Yeah. Turn around,
I'm
put
being
your hand right
detained.
there. Yeah.
For what?
We're loitering in the parking garage. Prohibited acts.
Hey, record this.
So turn your hand.
Which way?
Palm forward. Follow. Yep. There you go. It'll be easier on you. Yep. Perfect. Like you're praying. Yep.
Okay.
Hey, take him. I'm doing a quick pat down. Have any weapons, anything on that you know about? You step in, sir? He can be warned. He's taking a ride. Yeah. Hey, Sergeant, you cool with me giving the one kid a warning? He wasn't here earlier. And going 6-7 with the other? Or do both of them gotta go down? Yeah, I warned him earlier. No, I warned the other guy earlier, and he wouldn't. I warned the other guy earlier when he was bothering us when we were out with that kid that we thought was auto tampering.
Officer Bacote now falsely claims to his sergeant that he warned James earlier, but no warnings were ever given about anything. He only asked James if he had a vehicle in the parking garage.
Hey, officer, can I just get your name and badge number, please, sir?
Sir, do you have a vehicle in this parking garage?
Can I just get your name and badge number,
Do you
sir?
have a vehicle in this parking garage?
I'm a journalist doing an investigation. Do you have a name and badge number, sir?
You don't have to. I'll talk to you outside of here.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, this is my first time with the other kid. Okay. All right. So I said, since I spoke to him an hour ago, he's got to go to jail. He could go with a warning. You guys in for the right?
Yep.
All right. Hey, this is gonna serve as your first warning. I was here with him an hour ago. This is gonna be your first warning. If you get caught in any of the city garages, you'll be taken to jail next time. Okay?
What about my buddy?
Huh?
What about my buddy?
Your buddy's going to jail. Because I was here an hour ago with him, and I tried to warn him. He didn't listen. I came back. He was still here.
I can get my stuff.
Yeah, you get your
Get my
stuff back.
phone?
Yeah, you get your phone back.
All right. What'd you have? Just a phone? Yeah. It's right there on the hood over there. All right, David.
Remember when I asked you earlier, did you have any business in this parking lot, right? And I said you were loitering. Do you have a vehicle in this parking garage?
I don't remember you asking me that.
You don't remember me asking that, and you just kept saying, I'm a journalist. You didn't answer my question. I asked you. You didn't answer my question.
Can I just get your name and badge number,
Do
sir?
you have a vehicle in this parking garage?
I'm a journalist doing an investigation. Do you have a name and badge number, sir?
You don't have to. I'll talk to you outside of here.
Excuse me, sir.
I might not have heard you.
You might not have heard me
Correct.
while you were over talking me. Do you remember me asking you something?
I remember we had a conversation.
No, they don't know kind of conversation. I was warning you that you were not legally in this parking lot. I asked you, do you have a legal right to be in this parking lot? Do you have a vehicle here or anything like that?
Yeah, I don't remember you asking me that.
Okay, cool. Not a problem. Well, I did. So you were loitering. So you're gonna go to jail.
For loitering.
Yeah.
But I explained to you that I rode here with someone, and they're off doing what they're doing. I didn't feel like sitting in the car, so I'm sitting on the steps waiting for my ride to return so that I can leave with it.
Nope.
I heard you had something fun.
Huh?
I heard you had something fun.
It's like a wannabe First Amendment auditor.
I'm here. I thought this was going to be fun.
I expected more.
Thoroughly disappointed.
It was fun for a second, but when he put his phone down and started flying.
So when you get out of the jail, they have signs and instructions. When you go into jail, it tells you where to pick up your property from if you were arrested by City of Columbia Police Department. So it's going to be at the city evidence room
Okay.
at 715 Bluff Road.
All right. Man, this is kind of painful on my shoulders, man. Are we, like, want to go ahead and go so we can get these handcuffs?
Yeah, we got citywide transport coming to pick you up right now.
And now, super duper ironically, for the crime of waiting an hour for his ride, he is now forced to wait an hour for his ride to jail. You can't make this up.
You want to take me to jail for loitering, but we're going to sit in the parking lot for an hour and a half.
Well, you know transport, sir.
That's ridiculous. Think about it. I was there waiting on my ride, right? And what were we did for an hour and a half? Waiting on a ride?
Nope, we're not waiting for an hour and a half.
Gonna switch out.
Yeah, we're going to switch out. You got a second pair?
Need 2 pair?
Yeah. You gave him the paperwork?
Yep.
And his vet and his
I'll go off on stick them apart, please. Yeah, I get them.
Appreciate you, sir.
You said Van. Demon's got that van in the.
Well, nah, I think he pulled it up to like the front.
Because I was about to go down. That's like, it's 6'8". I'm 6'2". So
I think you can squeeze it.
I've been riding around.
So good.
I was like, they'll call me.
Yeah, next time I'll just bring him here. This ain't gonna be your last time coming
This
here.
is my first and last day of my transport career.
You're doing great. Appreciate you.
Or actually, do you want me to use your whole name?
Yeah, I don't mind, dude.
Okay.
If you want to use the Reverend title, you're more than welcome to. You don't have to, though.
I am on the phone with Reverend James Rowland, who actually is also the creator of the YouTube channel, The Public Trust Curriculum, which I'm going to leave a link to. But he's the one that you see in the video being arrested, technically for loitering in a car park while he's waiting on his ride. But we all know he was arrested for contempt of cop, for recording and speaking up and pissing them off. And so he came up with a reason to come retaliate and arrest you. So I wanted to ask you, Mr. Rowland, Mr. Reverend, some questions about this. So let's start, what were you doing in the car park? You were waiting on a ride, right?
I was waiting on the driver of the vehicle with the keys, right? So I'm like, okay, I'll wait on him. There's some steps right there that lead to literally nowhere out of the way. So I was like, it's a cool spot. It's raining a little bit that day. So I was like, I'll sit here, because I can see both entrances. I'll see her walk up and we can get in the car and leave. Well, while I'm there, I turn around and look, and there's these 2 cops, engaging in their job, whatever they're doing. So, being a journalist, naturally, I'll, fire up my camera and just go watch what's going on. So they leave, and I turn the camera off thinking the situation's over. So I'm like, all right, cool, I'll continue waiting on the driver of the vehicle. So I sit back down. The next thing I know, I'm being flanked by the guy. He pivots straight to full-on arrest for a $25 city ordinance.
And just out of curiosity, how long were you expecting to wait on your ride there?
I was expecting her to maybe be like 30 minutes or so. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe 30 minutes, an hour.
At the end of the day, you had a purpose there, and loitering is hanging out without a purpose.
Correct.
Yeah, maybe it's not perfect. It wasn't perfect timing that you had to wait there a half hour to an hour for your ride to show up, but that's life, man. And I don't need to go to jail because I wanted to go wait for her in the car park for an hour instead of outside or whatever. Like,
and on top of that, okay, even if the city does consider that loitering, dude, you got to give me a warning. Be like, okay, man, you got to leave, dude. There was none of that.
Even if you didn't have anyone in there waiting on a ride, you didn't have a car, and you literally just walked in there, saw the cops, recorded them, and then sat on the steps, that's still, why are you taking someone to jail over that?
Right.
You're a bad person. You're a bad person if you want to go put someone in jail because of that.
Right. What is the problem here? You know what I mean?
Yeah, there is no problem. No, the problem is you pissed him off.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Contempt of cop. Yeah.
Yes. And so then you went to jail. How long did you go to jail for?
Oh, it was just overnight. I actually got PR'd.
You went and pled not guilty, right?
Right. And asked for a jury trial.
Okay.
And we haven't selected a jury yet. So that's kind of where we're at in the process.
All right. So I guess the last question is, whenever you beat these charges, which I think you will, do you plan to sue them?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Already preparing the 1983. Like, it's already in planning process. I'm already making documentation on that. And everything me and my attorney talk about, so I can later on use that in later courts. Like, I'm still in contact with the driver of the vehicle. Like, she's already said, yeah, dude, I'll show up in court and tell them. She actually said that she seen the cops there while she was waiting on me because she thought I was late, and then got tired of waiting on me and took off.
Oh, no way. Okay.
Yeah. So in between them putting handcuffs on me and actually taking me to jail, I would have already been gone.
Yeah, all he had to do was come ask you to leave, and then, I mean, would you have left?
I mean, I probably would have, been like, why? What am I supposed to do if the driver shows up and I'm not here to meet them? Like, I would have a conversation, but yeah, I would have left.
But he didn't want you to have the option. He wanted a reason to take you.
Yeah, that's why he never gave me the option.
Yeah.
So.
You dirty son of a bitch.